Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers.
All the time we play down there. Rain or snow.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the
rain or snow down there every time we play. Yep. Sorry, nephew. I need this one, man. That nigga took an L today, too. I need this one.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward? You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride. Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right? Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? This is Howard on second down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Prescott looks to throw on first. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. And that's when he's got to be zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that, be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, Prescott again. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He was still running too. Into the locker room. That nigga ran into the locker room.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't know. Oh, what I do, man? Hell nah. Hell. That was fucked up. Whew.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get this out.
I had to get some breathing room. I had to get away from that motherfucker.
Still about 3 yards shy.
Ooh, I had to get away from that.
Pickup brings it to third down.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll have a first down and more.
Oh, stay in, nigga. Stay in, nigga. Ha ha. My motherfucking rookie. Let's go, baby.
Big conversion there on 3rd and 3.
Ooh.
48 yards on the ground.
Oh, you run that motherfucking crossfire. What them Vikings run?
Across midfield, it's 1st and 10 from the 45.
I see you.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down.
Pass interference. I'll take that.
Intercepted. Picked off.
I'm so taking that.
A beautiful fake.
Taking that pass interference. Can't be bumping me down the field like that.
So cancel the
I seen it when it happened. I seen that motherfucker.
The return yardage.
That's why I was like, fuck it. If he catch it,
It's all for naught.
if he don't, oh well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Watch it now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
It's a lot of football left.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. A little juke, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Prescott Buying time to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6.
Get that boy hurt.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away.
He got no who? He ain't got Trubisky.
Second and short.
Second down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
Oh, shit. Good pick. Damn, I seen that motherfucker too late. He was hid behind another motherfucker.
And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right.
Oh, shit, he got away from it. Oh, he got away from it. Good play.
There on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And an alley to run. And able to push push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On the handoff, this is Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Hey, nephew.
Okay.
No, I see his name.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. Oh, he shifts past him.
Short! Oh, he got the extra yard over there. Fuck, he had him stopped back there.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of his shoelace.
Damn, he had him stopped.
4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here.
Oh, he tweaked it.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down throw for Prescott.
Oh, good pick.
And he
That player picked the shit out of my player. You saw it, didn't you?
His first touchdown on the year.
That was a good pick.
The Bears get a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam. And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else. And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them. That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone. Fielded about a yard deep. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice spin into some open field. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Switzer complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On the ground with a tight end. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one Second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Austin Prohl, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here.
Fuck!
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense on balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off
as that
quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Prescott now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
He saw that blitz come.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult
Don't do that, nigga. Don't do me like that.
Sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that one's not good.
What? Hey, man, I call no roughly. That ball was gone, nigga. That ball was way gone. Oh my God! There you go. You got what?
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs.
That rain fucks it up.
To the air again, Prescott. To Shepard.
Pass interference on me. I say that. I say that. That was definitely
penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Packers get set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Marty.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, shit, good D. Damn good D. Ooh, I tried to lob it over his head. Good D. Good fucking D.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Shepard deep and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First down, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Oh, get that bullshit pick. Motherfucker. That was some bullshit.
It's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They try again with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, You lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up a throw. And that one almost far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Back to throw. And it's complete. This is Austin Cole. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now the extra point.
What the fuck? He keeps missing his kicks.
Another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action now. Prescott looking for Shepard deep.
Oh, that's supposed to be the pick. Ooh, good shit.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The point after.
About time, make a kick.
Good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get
good catch.
The 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Yeah, that was a good catch.
Stage down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 26.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
You got him. You got him.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To the ground, this time with Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw.
Shit.
It's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
Ooh! Pretty pass, boy. Good fucking throw. Good fucking throw, boy. That was a good throw, boy, because I was right there. Okay, Parky. I see you, Parky. I see you.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's King. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll set up to throw. And pops free. The
You right, come on. He should have caught that motherfucker.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right
They didn't catch that motherfucker.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
You thought it was a deep one?
You could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Watching that, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching that, Barney, Barney.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? A second, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Austin Kroll, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Prescott on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And he's pulled down by the face.
I had to say.
And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. A second down throw for Prescott. Caught out left side by Robinson. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Prescott looks to throw on first. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I thought I had the pick.
To the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On second down, Prescott again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Prescott from the gun on third. Over the middle, complete. That's Malone. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. His throw caught at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Good drive.
Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. Then the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Or for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the medal lands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 20.
Good game, nephew.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys.
You gotta tell me I had a good game plan too, man.
Trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this.
I caught your ass off guard. I came out running the ball instead of throwing.
Throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Yeah.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical about it, or did you trust it? But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Packers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.
Better not mess that up. You better not mess that up. Mom's coming back.
You weren't blessing me either.
Same thing with him. He got